take it. We fight as one.
So, can't believe 3 years have already gone by. It's been, honestly, quite a wild ride. I'm going to be doing this mainly ad-lib, so if there's anything that I kind of stumble on or anything that I kind of don't make sense, it's because I'm doing this all in one go, as most of my content is these days. It's just completely off the cuff. I don't generally do this type of thing. I don't generally do recordings of myself on this platform. I don't generally do stuff as recordings. I mainly do stuff live, where I talk to you guys live. It's very strange me talking in this way, still talking to you, but in a way that I myself don't have the same feedback. But anyway, this isn't about that. So what I'm here today is, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for 3 years. 3 years on Twitch. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that I would have been doing Twitch for these 3 years? And I'm just gonna say, with everything going on, is I need to switch phone on silent. Beg your pardon. So yeah. So as you can see, purely pure scuff, as my streams generally are. Anyway. So I just want to go over with a few things on how did I start? How do I start streaming? And just generally go into some questions that I think people might be interested in. So how did I start streaming? What was the main goal for starting? So for me, I started just over 3 years ago now. I wasn't on Twitch to begin with. I was on Facebook. I was on Facebook Live, of all things. I know, right? Who uses Facebook Live? A lot of people. But anyway, I was on Facebook Live. I was with my partner at the time, previous to the one I had recently. But anyway, so I was doing that on there, and I was thinking, hey, I actually like doing this. This is something that I actually really enjoy. It's something that I can see myself doing. I like talking to people in real time and letting people know what's up. And then I broke up with that partner, because as you do with some things that get kind of rushed, is they were quite abusive. So I decided to go, you know what, I'm not doing anything with that. I'm not going to entertain it. I'm just going to walk away. Well, I had to find a way out, and I did. So after that, I said to myself, hey, what am I going to do? Am I going to continue doing streaming, or am I going to continue doing this, or was I doing it just for their sake? And I decided to go, you know what, I'm going to try it myself. I'm going to try doing this, and try and go onto a streaming site. And I didn't know of Twitch at the time. I didn't know of it. And eventually, with a little bit of looking, I found one. I found Twitch. I was going, oh, how do I do this? How do I stream to this? And yeah, it was by sheer luck that I kind of found OBS. I found Twitch. I started to stream, and I started off with a PS4, a single monitor, a Blue Yeti, nothing of any standing. It was just like, I had one, I got one, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna. It was literally, my first streams were literally held together with duct tape, hopes and dreams. So it's one of those things that I go, hey, this is the thing, right? And yeah, and it kind of went from there. I decided after a while, and you know what, I'm gonna actually get a PC, and I'm gonna think about doing this like more, because I really enjoy it. I really enjoy doing it. I'm not really streaming to many people. I think the most I had at that time was like one to three viewers per stream. Wasn't very many back then. Wasn't very many at all. So I decided to go, hey, why not put more time into this? Why not put more of an investment in and try and, get some more from it? So that's kind of how I started. I went from pillar to post. I really knuckled down and went, okay, well, what works, what doesn't work? And basically went from there. I started experimenting. I was on Facecam to begin with, but all of that footage has been deleted because I don't like the way I look. And I went to VTubing because, it was a thing that I found a lot more enjoyable. I actually really enjoy doing it because I thought, well, I don't want to have like nothing on screen even. I want to show at least something so it has that personal touch. And then I found VTubing and kind of made my own thing. I went from there. I decided to go, hey, I'd like to be a folk skill, because at the time I was playing a Makote in Final Fantasy 14, and yeah, and it's kind of, it was amazing, and being able to say, hey, this is the thing that I have, and this is the thing I really enjoy. So being able to represent myself in that way was absolutely amazing. Like, I could not fault it at all. It was an amazing journey, going from nothing to VTubing and going from here. Like, when I have like an iPhone and I have an amazing model that I made myself. Absolutely incredible. For saying this, I have to say there are a few people that I do want to give a massive, massive thank you, because they have been my inspirations. They have been the things that have been helping me, but not just as a streamer, but as a person in general. It's a person who, or people I should say, who have been an unending amount of strength for me. Not just, as I said, not just as friends, but as fellow streamers in their own right. Going from what it was when I was first starting, I was noticed by a really great friend of mine, Carby, or Carbillis on Twitch. She is my best friend, and I cannot imagine my life without her. She is absolutely incredible. Really great source of strength for me, and I want to do best by her. And through Carby, Sylar met me, and he kind of took me under his wing and taught me a great deal about myself, a great deal on how streaming worked, what to do, what not to do, where to go, who to say. We had our own little meme, I think we should say, between ourselves, and I kind of want to bring it back, but I don't know really how to do it. But those two, Carby, Sylar, like, you're both amazing, and I love you both so much. And then, in no particular order, coming in next is Foss, Kat, Miss Rees, Medea, Chloe, Nyani, Iveria, Sushi Cat, and Suwushi, even though people kind of think I say them the same way, so I had to say their full name, right? And Denbai, and so many other people. I could just be sat here all pretty much for about an hour or so, listing names of people who have helped me in the past, not just other streamers, but general chatters as well. For example, ABP, Sky. You guys have been amazing, and I honestly cannot imagine doing streaming without you guys. I'm just listing names from the top of my head, because those two do mean a lot to me. And yeah, and I want to give them a massive thank you. also with my mods. The mods I have to thank the most, and the person I need to thank the most, I think, is Robot Unit. He is by far the most hard-working mod I have ever had the privilege of seeing, meeting, and having on my channel. So thank you so much. Also have Lilith. Lilith is an amazing friend. Really want to game with him a little bit more. Rico as well. Rico, you beautiful woman. Thank you for everything that you have been doing. There was one other mod that I'm thinking of. Solo! Yes, how could I forget Solo? This was an intended bit, Solo. I did not forget you. I actually have on my script to make a joke about this, so, you know. So, you're not forgotten. You're really appreciated. And everyone else, most of the people I already listed in the, who are streamers who have meant a lot to me, have already been mentioned. So, yeah, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you for that. So yeah, I kind of already said about how I started and what I was doing. So I was mainly trying to be a Final Fantasy 14 streamer. I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that mainly full time. I wanted to just be a Final Fantasy 14 streamer. And then I kind of went, you know, this is kind of, I want to do other things. I can't just, like, you know, do this for all the time. I'll get bored. I'll run out of stuff to do. That's why I went to variety streaming. I went to other things and going, hey, I'd like to do this. I like to do more sandbox stuff. I like to do horror games. I like to do other things. And it just kind of went from there. And I did not look back. I'm a variety streamer and I love what I do. But through that, how have I gone? I think in bursts. I think I was a slow starter and then I started picking up steam like fairly quickly. I started streaming, I got people involved and I got more people on Twitch, and I don't really know, like, I think I'm funny. I think people like my content with a lot of things. So, you know, it is what it is, and I love what I do. And I think it transferred over to my community, really, that you guys really enjoy my content. You guys enjoy everything that I do, and I enjoy providing the content for you guys, so thank you. So, this being said, what are my plans for the future? What am I planning on doing? Honestly, pretty much kind of the same thing. Kind of the thing of going, hey, gonna be a goofy goober on stream. And continuing to be a funk girl. Definitely not a lizard, even though people are going to be saying, like, you know, oh, this is the lizard. And it's like, no, I'm not a lizard. I'm a fox girl. No. But the goals I set myself, I'm actually fairly strict with myself. I'm actually very direct and focused, and I am very hypercritical of what I do. I'm always tweaking settings, already trying to get things working, and even if things are working well, I try and squeeze the most amount of power I can get out of my hardware, out of everything I have. So I'm fairly critical of myself. So the goals is to make the best content that I can, because I want to do the best I can, because you guys, everyone watching, and everyone who is going to be following in the future, I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for making myself better and seeing the road ahead. But yeah, so I guess that's kind of it. And again, thank you everyone. Thank you for 3 years. 3 years has been absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to do the rest of the subathon with you, and going on to other things. But yes, lovelies, see you in the stream. Much love, much love.